TikTok has a search engine problem. I've been getting videos like this on my TikTok, and I wanted to investigate for myself. Is this really a reality? Are people really experiencing this? If this is true, it means there's hundreds of thousands of kids that are being exposed to this on a daily basis. That's terrifying. I can't imagine growing up at a time like this with so many thirst traps and so many intense content all around you. So what's actually happening? People are saying TikTok's search engine is broken. And the reason is whenever someone searches up something random like electricity. Now, don't ask me why these people are looking up these things in the first place, but the search results often yield some spicy results, to say the least. There's a few articles on Gen Z using TikTok more often than they use Google for searching things. And set aside the misinformation piece just for a second. Think of how many traps are out there for kids. Now, I gotta be honest, initially I thought what was happening was these OnlyFans models, these OnlyFans girls, are gaming the system. I'm assuming they read Russell Brunson's books, .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic, etc., and really set themselves up for success by getting in front of their audience by stuffing some keywords that aren't necessarily relevant into their content. Now, I've seen this on other platforms. Twitter, for example, is crazy. Be careful scrolling the comments of Twitter. There's been so many times I've been just on a trending topic. You click on the comments and wow, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. Now, luckily, I'm sure there's a few safe search settings that you can do. But the reality is, if you're a kid that's online, using social media, it's only a matter of time till you really see something. What do you think the implications of this are? Let me know your comments below. When you have kids, or if you have kids, will you let them use social media? And at what age will you allow them to do that? Of course, we could go on the anti-censorship thing and how something shouldn't be censored. And I think there's a solid argument in specific contexts. But when it comes to children, with explicit content, I don't really think that's a good argument. The question is, how can you prevent this from happening? I know we talked a little bit about there being some safe search results or some kind of filters that you can use, and that's important. But when people are typing in things like Power Rangers, Fortnite, and crazy stuff is coming up, how do you protect or defend these innocent kids? Now I'm sure after enough complaints, TikTok will make measures to kind of change things around. And I'm sure if you asked an OnlyFans girl that's really into marketing, kind of stuffing some keywords into their videos, I'm sure maybe they would agree that someone under 18 finding their videos isn't a good idea, but I'm pretty sure they know kind of who's watching their stuff, I do find some of the recent OF girl methods to be rather nefarious. For instance, using YouTube shorts to promote their stuff and getting strategies from people like Jack Doherty, who is considering himself an OF manager. I honestly was concerned about making this video. I didn't think it'd be too crazy. I thought it'd just be a couple search results, but if you look at it from a perspective of a kid thinking you're 12 years old, searching things on TikTok, or I don't know why you're on TikTok in the first place. That's another lesson for another time. But for the kids that are, searching anything, and even in the For You page, like things coming up, even searching innocent things like electricity, water, food, things like that, and still getting served content like that, there's got to be a way for the engineers at TikTok to figure this out. The interesting thing is, how will this evolve in the future? For the short term, I can see it getting worse, especially with so much money to be made on OnlyFans in this age. It highly incentivizes people to promote their stuff and really get in front of as many people as possible. And sometimes that's at the expense of kids. I mean, there's even OnlyFans influencers talking about their siblings and almost in a weird way using that to promote their OnlyFans.
As I've been leveling up, in my career, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you so far?
So there's this one kid, I'm not gonna mention names, he is obsessed with you. Every time I'm on the bus, he takes his phone and he goes, "Oh look, it's your sister." And he goes like this, "Oh, look at this." Yeah.
Are you okay?
Absolutely.
Do you care?
And they ask me, is it pink? I just tell them, pay for it and find out.
Pretty crazy. And I'm not saying all OnlyFans people are terrible. That's their choice. They do them. But when it starts to have a negative impact on children, people that didn't ask for this and they're getting influenced by this. I mean, even look at YouTube comment bots. In fact, on most kids' YouTube channels, just scroll through the comments and look at how many bots there are. I think it's unethical. And I think someone that's consciously targeting a younger audience for that should be punished in some way. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Now, I'm sure some of you are saying, okay, is it really that pervasive? Is it really that bad? I didn't think it was, to be honest, when I saw some of the videos. videos. But the thing is, it's not only just OnlyFans content, it's also other explicit content like fights, things like that. Now, if you're a parent, you need to have that conversation with your son, daughter on what censorship looks like, how much you kind of tell them at one point. But I do think there is value in protecting a kid's innocence. Is that crazy for me to say? I don't think we'll truly know the consequences of this for another 10 to 20 years. Hello everyone, it's currently the next day. Where do we go from here? If you're the developers at TikTok, how do you prevent something like this? Do you get people to essentially, I don't know, self-snitch when they upload? Do you create AI Andy, who's able to scan through everything and find all the questionable TikToks, put it in a separate category? How would you fix it? Speaking of AI in social media, there is a new app coming out. Imagine Twitter if it were bots only. You have your personal echo chamber to really go back and forth with AI. You could talk to a bunch of trolls, movie stars, or, I don't know, Benjamin Franklin. But would that be good for society? Click this video to find out. I'll see you there.